Hi, my name is Stephany Gonzalez, and the target language in my classroom is actually not English, it's Spanish. For my first example, I'm going to focus on a conversation that I had with one of my students. And this is just a very informal conversation that I was having. I was not looking to correct him, or I wasn't looking for anything specifically, but mainly for me to have a conversation for this assignment. So from this example, I wanted to focus more on the morphological section and highlight the lexical categories that this conversation had. He used nouns such as hermana, verbs es, hace, and sonreír. He also used the adjective chistoso for himself and chistoso for his when he was referencing his sister. In Spanish, adjectives correspond to the gender. So for his sister, he should have used chistosa instead of chistoso. The pronouns that he used are mi, él, and todos. And again, the pronoun that he should have used for his sister should not have been él, it should have been ella. So taking into consideration that he's struggling with adjectives and the gender that corresponds with these adjectives and the articles as well, I now know how to target my lessons. And I didn't correct him at the moment because we were just having a casual conversation. But for future lessons, I will be correcting when we do have that target, or maybe when I'm reading, or if we're doing another example, I can highlight these articles so that he can get them, and not only him but his peers. And for him, I'm not really particularly concerned at this moment because he does come from a home where Spanish is the first language that's being taught. So he's going to have multiple opportunities, multiple exposure to for these articles and for these adjectives, so that he knows the differences, so that he doesn't grow up speaking incorrectly in Spanish. So I'm not too concerned for him at the moment. For my next example, I'm going to focus mainly on phonetics and how the IPA system has really been an advantage for me. Since I do teach phonics in first grade, right now we are hitting hard those initial sounds. Every week I give them a new list of initial sounds for them to work on, and on Fridays I give them a dictation. And I have a few examples that we used last week. The sounds we were working on were p, and s. So those four example sounds were the target sounds. But when I give dictations, I also like to see if they can recognize other sounds within the word. Now the first word was pato, and then the second one was loco, the third one was mamá, and the fourth one was señorita. And the first student actually wrote, they recognized all the initial sounds, which is awesome. But I also wanted to see if they can recognize any more of the sounds. For pato, she wrote patu. So instead of giving me the O sound, she gave me the U sound. For loco, she wrote luku. So again, I can really see that this student's struggling with the vowel sounds, especially the O. Third, the student gave me mumu instead of mama. Again, she really likes that U sound. And for the fourth word, which was señorita, the student gave me cerita. So some of the vowels are missing from this word, and she got the consonants pretty good, S, R, and T, but the vowels are the ones that she's struggling with. So knowing the IPA and knowing the vowel sounds that are created with the IPA, I love knowing this because it really helps me out as a teacher. I'm comparing myself to last year, how I was given these dictations and I could see, yeah, the student is struggling, but this is more clear as like, where are they struggling from? So the IPA has really been an advantage. For my final example, I'm actually going to insert a slide so that you can see the hierarchical syllable structure that I have created. I took a little chunk from the conversation that I had with my first student, and I really wanted to highlight the syllable constraints that he created. And it's a simple phrase, but un poquito, which means a little. But this is so important for me now as a teacher, because then I can really see if these kids are struggling recognizing vowels, or are they having a hard time with consonants. So I really like this hierarchical syllable structure, and I hope that you can see that how it is a powerful tool. So it's been great, and thank